Introduction to Microsoft Project 2016. Microsoft Project 2016 is a project management software program created for businesses and freelance professionals to help better manage individual projects that occur within companies. Although no project management software should be used to replace project management techniques or adequate training of management and staff, Project 2016 can and will improve the efficiency, organisation, and sometimes even the speed of which a project is completed. Simply put, project management is defined as the process of managing all the elements of a project to complete it. This includes supplies, labour, financials, and much more. It is a fact that project management is becoming increasingly important within companies in order for them to operate successfully and efficiently. The skills that managers and employees are given during training to manage the day-to-day operations of a company are different than the ones they'll need to manage individual projects. Successfully managing a project requires discipline. It requires that time, scope, and cost are managed in a way that bring about the completion of specific goals or a project itself. This requires planning and organisation. Microsoft Project 2016 can help project managers and their staff organise their projects and meet their goals by acting as a virtual assistant that can produce information, charts, and reports to help the project smoothly advance through to completion. There are 3 things that must be managed during a project. This will help you better understand what Microsoft Project offers you and help you put the aspects of this software to work for you once we've learned how to use it. The first is cost. Cost is anything and everything that has to do with money related to your project. It includes people, equipment, material, and profit. If anything costs or makes money for your company in relation to a project, then it is factored into the cost. Next is time. The time used for the project is a sum of all the time used to complete tasks that lead to the completion of the project. This can include employee time, equipment time, and even time to see profit. Finally, there is the scope. The scope of your project can also be referred to as the specifications for the project. The specifications or the scope define what the final results are supposed to be. Quality is a major part of the scope. That said, if your project is well managed, it delivers exactly what it was supposed to do within the given time frame and without spending more money than allocated. By managing these 3 components using Project 2016, it can be much easier to achieve. By definition, a project is a temporary endeavour that is completed to create a unique product or service. You will use Microsoft Project 2016 to organise and manage any products or service that you or your company create. Projects are made up of tasks that must be completed in order to complete the project as a whole. Think of the tasks as your to-do list that will get you from point A to point B. Your tasks can be as detailed or not as you want them to be. A task can simply be researching the competition, or it can be a phase of your project that contains a summary task as well as a subtask. For example, if you are creating a new software program for your company, your task might be to research similar software. Subtasks might be researching businesses that have similar software, analysing their sales, and then looking at their pricing models. In Project 2016, tasks are organised into phases or stages. In the Gantt chart view of Project 2016, you will be able to see your tasks as well as an outline of the time it will take to complete those. Since timing is always going to be important in your project, Project 2016 allows you to set up and view the timing relationships upon tasks. You can also set dependencies. A dependency will show that one task, Task A for example, must be completed before another task, such as Task C, can begin. We'll learn all about this later in the course. This course was designed to teach you how to successfully use Project 2016, no matter if you've ever used the program before or not. Both the beginner and seasoned project user can benefit from this course, starting with the basics of the program including navigation and continuing on to more advanced features. You do not need to have access to Project 2016 to take or complete this course. However, it is recommended. We've broken this course down into multiple lessons to make it easier for students to study and practice the program. Each lesson details different features of Project 2016 and provides step-by-step instructions on how to use them. At the end of each lesson, you will find a lesson exercise and lesson assignment. The lesson exercises were designed to test you on the material presented in that lesson. Lesson exercises are graded, therefore they are mandatory. Lesson assignments give you a chance to practice what you've learned in the lesson by using Project 2016. These are optional and do not affect your grade, but it is encouraged that every student tries to complete them. We've also added a course project for those students who have access to Project 2016 and want to get some hands-on practice using the program. The course project is optional just like the assignments. However, while the assignments give you a little practice using features taught in the corresponding lesson, the course project gives you the chance to manage your first project using the skills you've learned. You'll find an introduction to the project at the end of this lesson, then instructions following lessons 4, 8, 12 and 16. Project can be purchased in one of two ways. You can purchase Project 2016 through Microsoft for a one-time charge. However, if you do not want to fork out for a large sum of money at once, you can also purchase a subscription of Project Pro through Office 365. The subscription requires that you pay a monthly fee. However, you get all the benefits of Project 2016 with the subscription-based version. You can also download a free trial of Microsoft Project 2016 if you just want to learn the software but not purchase it, or if you want to try it before you buy it. You can download a free trial of Project without downloading any of the other Office programs. Simply go to Microsoft's TechNet Evaluation Center. You'll see Project 2016 listed. This page is shown here. First, click the plus sign besides pre-install information. If you have any questions about Project, you can click on the link in the FAQ section here. Next, click on the plus sign besides download. You will then be asked to sign into your Microsoft account. Don't worry about whether or not you are registered for Project Pro. Microsoft will check this for you. As shown here, enter your email address and password associated with your Microsoft account, then click on Sign In. If you're not yet registered, you'll be taken back to the TechNet page. However, this time you will see the Register to Continue button as you can see here. Click this button. You'll then be asked to fill out a simple form so that you can download the program. As you can see here, you'll be asked for basic information such as your name, address, and position within your company. In addition, you'll be asked some questions about your download requirements for Project 2016. Microsoft will ask you if you want to download the 32 or 64-bit versions. Be careful here. You should select the one that matches any other versions of Office or Office programs that you have on your computer. You should not choose the one that matches your operating system. If you choose the wrong one, Microsoft will instruct you to uninstall other Office programs from your computer during the project installation process. You do not want to have to do this. If you have Office 365, 32-bit is the default. Unless you specified 64-bit during your setup and installation of Office, you have 32-bit. This means you'll need to choose 32-bit for Project. Make sure you have all the fields filled out, then click on the Continue button. You'll then see a window that contains a product key for your trial version of Project, and then you'll have your download start automatically and ask where you want to save it. Choose a save location. This is your product key here. You might want to write this down because you'll need it to use Project. If your download doesn't start automatically, click on the download button here. The download will appear in the lower left-hand corner of your browser. Click on Open. You can also go to the Downloads folder on your computer and double-click the exe install file for Project. This window here will appear when you're installing Office. Once Project is installed, you'll need to activate your copy. If you open up Project, Microsoft might ask you to sign into your account to get started. If you're using a free trial of Project, do not sign into Microsoft. Instead, click the Enter a Product Key Instead link. You'll then be prompted to enter your product key given to you before you downloaded Project. Once you've entered the product key, click Continue. You'll then see a green check mark appear to the right of your product key, letting you know it's valid and accepted by Microsoft. Once Project loads, you can then click on the Accept button to agree to Microsoft Terms of Service. Project 2016 will then be installed and ready to use, as you can see here. Before we delve into learning all about Project 2016 and how it works, let's talk about the improvements that have been made to Project in the 2016 version. You can set start and end dates for each timeline. You have better and more effective resource management with an agreement called a resource engagement. Improved help. Instead of searching for help topics in Project, you can now use the Tell Me feature, which will tell you how to do the task for which you need help, and it will do it for you.